ranks yet because it will log me out. And I'm going to start playing a practice game here because I need to get my Dan ranking back. Let me just go... Before you bear with me 2 minutes. That's actually Kirill from the last game, so if he's around, I'm certainly inviting him for this, but yeah. So, now that has been done, let us just check things are streaming. They appear to be. Good. Right. So, back on normal Tenho, we're going to go back to the beginner ranks, the general forums, and we're going to try and earn ourselves that... we're going to try and re-earn that first down ship, because we're now down to first of the challenger ranks. And ideally we need wins here, so here we go. And not brilliant. But as dealer I've got an easy Honitsu option. And there's really no sense in not calling that at this early. That's still not really developed. I might have wanted to leave it, but Britchen, Wandora would be fine. We'll just see what happens from there. Okay, a couple of dragons. We'll play the third one. And that's leaning a bit more Honitsu-ish. Ooh, we have an early Khan. Which may not be interesting. Hey, Jesper. If we can get Kirill and Little Debbie into the game, I'll probably just set it up for that, and we'll get it started. This is not currently the on the tournament side. I'll move on to there in a moment. Okay, so we have a couple of calls, so possible Sozu Honitsu, which I immediately discard an 8 into, but yeah, whatever. This is mostly just a throwaway game to just get us started. And obviously I need to get that Dan ship back somehow, so at least one game of this, and then we'll move on to games versus other people. We hope. Oh, darn it, I just dropped the door. What am I doing? I don't know. I was looking at things, but clearly defense was not one of them. Actually, you might not be in for a Sozu Honitsu here, looking at that. Especially with all the freeze gone. Yep, no worries. Hopefully Debbie is there as well. If not, we'll track her in a bit later. Gonna bluff the Honitsu here, but I do that too. I'm also back on the beginner tables. It's been a while since I've been forced back to these, but... Okay, so that is a cheap hand. Dragon East, Dragon North only. It's fine. As long as I finish top 2, I should get some points. Hurrah! So we have 2. I should probably just send a message over to Kirill and see if he wants to get involved in this. So bear with me 2 moments. Because I prefer to do it 4-player. I mean, 3 players is fine, and I'm certainly happy to do that, but if we can get a 4th player, I might as well have a go at it. Yeah, no, this is true. I'm probably guilty of that as much as anybody. But now that I am one of them again... We'll see. I've got 3 sets of pairs, which can potentially... One set of super pairs there. Might be able to make something happen with this. No, sure. The good thing about the queue ranks, and I think the bad thing at the same time, is that there's no real penalty. You can't drop down the queue rankings, I don't believe. Okay. Go with that. Kind of wish I hadn't dropped 7 now, but... I've still got the 6, 7, 8 Sanch queue on, so... That's what I'll be leaning towards. Or at least aiming for, anyway. If I can complete this favourably, I'll definitely go for that. Carnival Dragons again! What is with that? I could go for the dragon, but I'm actually going to leave that alone and keep the safe tiles. Dump 6. It's probably risky against him, but yeah. We'll call for 6 dot if it gets played, but... Oh, okay. Dragon. Okay, we'll shift. Yeah, I've had that happen. I've had a quad reach before, but I started it and everybody else went in. 3 dot does not seem like a good tile to get rid of here. Oh, what do you know? Didn't seem like it, anyway. Come on, you know you want to play the 7. No, you know you want to play that. Right, cool. And we've now got a Sanchiku White Dragon. 1 door. So it's a free hand hand. It's not terrible. Free hand is never terrible. We'll take it. There's still 4 winning tiles out there that I can see, and it's a Suji trap. And everybody's attacking. You're attacking from nowhere. You can't with 2 tiles away from Tenpai. You know what? I know we've got 2 beginners basically in the tournament game effectively, but I'm quite glad the quality of play will go up massively. I bet they reached for really obvious hands and didn't need the Yaku either. Okay. And 5 dot was safe from the last game. Yeah, no worries. It looks like it might take a while, that's the only thing. But if they're going to give me wins like that, I'll take it. So, White Dragon, Sanchiku, 1 Dora. Okay. Drop both the dragons up next because there's not much point in holding on to them. Meanwhile, yes, Slender lead. 7,000 points ahead of both the other players. Nobody's broken 30,000 yet, but we should hopefully manage that in time. And hand developing quite nicely here. Still got the 2 and the 7 as sort of loose tiles to get rid of, but other than that... Oh, here come the attacks. Get rid of the 1. Because the 2 for 5 can still be used as a weight effectively, even without the 1. The 1 doesn't really benefit. I can still technically get a free here. The only thing I have gotten rid of is a possible 1-2-3 Sanchiku, but that's a low probability at this stage. Don't have just got that. I have a pair in the 2s, so I can set that up. The only answer is I'm going to have to get rid of one of these sets before I end this. And it's probably going to end up being the characters. We get rid of another 6. So I can get one more to complete this. And then Tenpai. So 1 away from Tenpai. It's up to 5 now because it's fairly safe against you, I think. Unless you're bluffing, which you probably are, actually. That's probably a Tanyo only. Mind you, this hand isn't exactly blistering, but it's workable. 369. If I get the 2-5, it gives me a 369 weight, which is always a nice thing to have. There we go. 369, pin 2. I'm not gonna call or attack this one. I got pin through 1 door. Takes me up beyond 30,000. You see, it gave me a slight increase in the hand value there. And I kind of felt like going for it. So 369. Let's see how that works. A few of my weights are already out, but on the flip side, it doesn't feel as if bamboo tiles are that pricey. So I reckon I got a good shot at this. Sumo. So that is a Mungan, non-dealer, but certainly good enough to move the hand on. Certainly good enough to give me a good lead. And the flow of the game appears to be with me. This is quite a nice starting hand. So really, it's only player to the left I've really got to concern myself with in terms of preventing the win. I've got a Yaku potentially sorted out here. So I can go on the attack for a cheap hand. But mind you, everybody's plan is attack for a cheap hand at this point. Don't want to call. I want to leave that alone. So I've got my double weights here. So that's 2 runs. I've got the potential south. I've got a pair sorted out already. Developing the 9 or the white dragon, though, is going to be the last tricky bit of this hand. Unless I draw one. Okay, get rid of a 9 here. Excuse me, a 2, 3, 3, 5. So a 4 would turn this into a double run waiting on a 1, 2. It wouldn't be Pinfu because that's my bonus tile, unfortunately, but it would pretty much... It would get me Tenpai at least. So I'll leave that option open. Another 3. That puts me close. So I might even have the free-sided weight of 1, 2, 4 here, if this pays off. Wouldn't be Pinfu, so I'd have to reach for it, I think. And if I get the south, then it's still a free-sided weight for south. I wouldn't have to declare a reach at that point, and I probably wouldn't given my lead. Where possible, I'm going to try not to declare a reach while I'm in the lead. It's usually bad practice. If I can get the 6 or the 3 in the meantime, that'll turn it into Ipeiko as well. So again, that's my Yaku sorted. And a reach over there. Well, the green dragons are safe. We see 3 of them, so that's fine. It's a dealer reach. I don't want to call over it. Now, I reckon the 3's safe. Yeah. An early 2 discard. There was a free played a couple of turns before the reach, so that's fine. This gives me Ipeiko. So 1, 2, 4 or south, and I'm in Tenpai, if I can get rid of the 5 character. Or this can work. So I'm around a 4-7 Ipeiko only, with 1 red Dora. And 7's a safe tile against you. 6 is not a safe tile, though.
Wrong.
Yeah. I probably could and should have folded there, but I didn't lose any points to. Actually, was second, so maybe that was a. I shouldn't have given him the easy points, though.
Home.
This, though, is 1 from Tenpai already. Not going to call.
Each.
Right, reach. Double ones. Also, hi there, Rise. So, Rise, how would you like to play Mahjong?
Each.
Okay, so there's a second reach. There's only 4 possible tiles I can win with 2 sets of ones. But everybody's still getting rid of terminal tiles at this stage, so there's a fair possibility it might happen. There we go.
Done.
And we're taking another 1,000 points from the dealer. So, reach only, 1 Uradura, and obviously the reach stick from you as well. Gives me a 10,000 lift. Fair enough. I'll send you the... Actually, just don't share it with anybody else. It's a great secret. But that'll be happening once this game is over. Right, so I have a potential Sanchku option here. 789 Sanchku or a 678 are definitely possible here. So we'll keep both open. Nice. And it does help keep both open. If I get this 9 character, 9 bamboo though, that's the one to go for.
Khan.
And we have an immediate Khan. 4th turn Khan. What is it with you when no GG? You're just Khaning mad. Right, that's a pair of 6s. That's actually not bad. So that now leans us more towards the 789 Sanchku. So I would need the 9 here.
Home.
Good thing I've already got that one sorted out. 7's also probably safe against him from that, so let's try it now. I mean, it was probably better to get rid of it now than have to rely on it passing later. And we still have the option of changing this to Pinfu. Yeah, so it's looking like a double pair weight on the Sanchku, which at least confirm it. That means I can call the 9 without invoking the 6. And maybe not, no, 9's a safe tile against you, which is always nice. Means there's a chance you'll play one. Reach. Plays the 9, I'm going to call it.
Home.
Okay, he's attacking into this. Will North pass? North will pass. So I now have a double 6 weight, 6 dot or 6 bamboo. Gives me the Sanchku only. And it's concealed, so it's 2 Han rather than 1 Han. Green Dragon I know is safe. Maybe 6 dots or 6
Yeet.
played. Who knows? White Dragon. Potentially worrisome. I think this is fold territory. This is fold territory. I'm in the lead. It's a big lead. I can't afford to really worry about it. And if I'd have played on, I might have managed it. Alright, the 6 dots are going away. They'll buy me safe times until I get there. You missed the earlier stream. We're about to do the multiplayer Tenho stream. But for the moment, I'm folding out this hand and getting to the end.
Done.
Nope. You're dealing in. Which I believe just swaps whoever's second and about the same points, so yeah, it's about the same points. Basically, they just traded places and end points, so no real difference other than I'm now a hand closer to victory. Importance of knowing when to fold is key in this. Certainly when with multiple aggressive players who definitely are not going to obey that rule. Yeah. Okay. So it's looking like a simple Tanyo only hand here. Possibly Tampin, if I can get the The 8's there. I'm unlikely to be calling a reach or anything for this hand, so... But yeah, it's looking more Tanyo only. I'm getting lots of pairs at the moment. But I have two Dora, so Tanyo 2 Dora is not something to be sniffed at. And I'm not masses ahead of everybody else. Do I want to call this? I don't, actually. I'd like to keep the 8 tiles around. It's certainly tempting to go on the aggressive and just call up here, but...
Riichi.
Yeah, things like that happen. That made me quite glad I didn't. So reach from south, so I don't have to attack this. I don't have to... Sometimes it's a strategy to call up and try to win the hand fast if you know you can do it, but I have no need to do that. I can wait. I have room to win, in which case I'll take more points from the player in second, just from a self-drawn, or for somebody else to deal in, which is perfectly fine by me. West Wind, I played 2, there's the third there. That's always fine. Hurrah! I'm in South 2, so hopefully 2 more hands and then we have a 4-player game. Right, South. He's played a South, so that's fine.
Sumo.
And self-drawn win, which is fine. So, reach. I'm trying to work out what the other Byaku was, but... Oh, reach Sumo. And one Uridura. So take more points off him, so that extends my lead at the top. He's still miles behind me. We're now into South 3. With another very good hand. So probably Peiko, probable Pinfu on here. We already have our pair sorted out, which is always nice. So it's now just a case of getting connections to this 5, 6, 7 bamboo I've got. And obviously, as before, I'm in the lead. I prefer not to reach. I prefer not to worry too much about this. There we go. So that helps the Peiko side out. We're now 1 from Tenpai. Waiting on either the 5-7 or the 5-8, or if I can get the 7 and get the Peiko attachment to it. That means I don't have... That's another reason not to declare Yeku, and that means it's free hand at that stage. And if I don't declare reach, I always have the option of trading out. Get rid of it too. No, exactly what I want right now. I have a lead. I don't need to fight too hard to keep it. I have no point requirements. I just need that 7 or that 4. And that 7 will do. Right, so Pinfu, possibly Peiko. 4-7. And I get a red 5. So it's now Pinfu, possibly Peiko with 2 red Dora. And if I can trade the 4-1 out later on, that puts Tanyo on it as well, which gives it a Mungan, almost certainly.
Sumo.
Or I can just self-draw the win. I very nearly had to think about that half a moment there. One's reach, one's self-drawn win. So that's another Mungan. Yeah, cannot complain at that at all. If I had been able to switch to 1 and 4, if I had self-drawn, it would have been a Hanuman. But the game is pretty much decided at this point. I have a long lead. All I have to do is go for a quick hand. Unfortunately, the hand's not particularly quick. And there's no point in threatening because it doesn't work on this level. Yeah, the dealer's going for a quick hand. He's the one person I don't want to win, really. I have 2 Dora, which I don't need. Might still be able to turn this into Tanyo, which should be fine. But we have a couple of calls over to the left. He's a long way back. Be a stretch. I also have 2 safe tiles against him, so I'll keep with the 2 safe tiles for now. Okay, kind of regretting the 9, but it's still fine. Really, what we want is one of these two to win. Self-drawn, they have basically no way of overtaking me with a self-drawn win, so... And yeah, it's trying to give me Chi Toitsu. Which I kind of disapprove of. Yeah, I mean, the door is not going anywhere. The East is live. It's only relevant for one person, though, so that's fine. I don't really want to call that. Right, the 4 possibly gives me the Ipeiko. So 4 and then decide which one of these I want to wait on. Could call that and take the Tanyo Tenpai. No, it wouldn't be. So I'm 1 away from Chitoitsu Tenpai. With Tudora.
Wrong.
And that's the win. Unfortunately, it's the dealer who wins it. Very cheap. And it puts you half a step closer. I'm still 28,000 points ahead of the dealer. He needs to go on an absolute rampage to manage something from here. Yeah, probably. I'm still trying not to call at this point if I can. I mean, I know he's miles behind me, but still, I'm trying good practice as much as possible here. We see the green dragon. Green dragon can go away.
Home.
Oh, okay, maybe not. Annoyingly, it's the dealer who got it again. Okay, East says East, and that's opening up an Itsu weight on this side of the board. Tiles of confusion, indeed. Okay, that's potentially helpful. One can go away. Huzzah! An angel is going to come and annoy me. There's a 6, but I'll leave that alone. Evening! How are we doing? So I gotta get rid of the more dangerous discard first here. There we go. So I still have the possibility of an Itsu weight. Get rid of the 7 for the moment. I greeted.
Chi.
And now I'm in a 2-sided weight for the win. 5-8 dot.
Riichi.
Okay, reach across from me. Sometimes greeting pays off. I mean, it's...
Dong.
No reach for you. I'll just take the win. So there we are. Victory, and I'm on top. And that gets me how many points? That gets me 45 of the 100 points I need to get back into first Danship. Okay. Well, let me just log out of this lobby and get into the other lobby. Yeah, occasionally greeting pays off. But to be honest, it came off. The Itsu was there. It's an easy Yaku to get if I didn't... You know, it also could have worked for Pinfu. Right. So, we have, hopefully, 4 players. I think that was more sort of domination style things from me. I'm just going to pop AFK for 2 moments. If the game does randomly start up, I apologize. I'm back. Okay. So, we have 2 people currently in the game. One of those is me. If you click on the button here, once you get into Shadow 2012 Mahjong, we can begin the games of things. So now we're just waiting on Rise and on Debbie, I assume. No, literally, I just went to go and grab a drink and then come back, so that didn't take me long at all. Water on tap, squeezy thing, and it's all good. Right, no clue how to join. Okay, so if you go onto the Tenho link, which was a little higher up, then click on the flash side of things, and then you have to make a username. You can make a temporary username. You can get past there at that stage. Oh, we now have 3. Okay, yes, good. We just need a 4th, and then we can start. So you're in, you think. Good. So we're just waiting on Rise. Once you are in, click this button, and you're in. But you need to get here first. There are at least 3 people in the lobby, so at the very worst, I can switch this to a 3-player Mahjong game, but I prefer to do 4 if possible. Yep, we have 3 people waiting. And then we'll see how people do with the time constraints, because I have put the time constraints up, but it's basically 5 seconds with a 10-second buffer. Which, yeah, is a bit fast. I say is try not to panic, plan your moves out in advance where possible. Aha, there are 4 people in the game. 4 people in the lobby. I'd prefer you not to be watching. I guess if I'm careful, if I'm aware... Oh, the game begins. So if High Kitty on the left, we have Rise to my right. We have somebody else across from me. Game on. I'll probably do analysis of the game afterwards, or at least I'll see about doing it. So High Kitty begins as dealer. Yeah, chat window's fine. Leave the chat window open. Okay, we have our first discard of the game. So, fair enough. As long as it's established, nobody can hear us. I'm happy to go with that. Okay, nice. So this is currently looking like a dot Honitsu. And really, there's not a lot else going for us. 2/5 character discards from Rise. I'm wondering if that's a double draw or if he's trying something a bit weird. He's trying something a bit weird. Honitsu or Chinitsu, most likely, based on that. Okay, double East called. I did make a comment saying that these two are likely to be better, at least less aggressive, but they're playing really. I mean, it's kind of obvious what you're waiting on is the only thing, and that does stymie my 3/6 discard here. Thankfully, though. Okay. That was played in response, but obviously he can call my sequences, so I should probably not discard that. So effectively now I'm folding, unless I feel extremely nice to people. That one I can probably get away with. But I have a possible Itsu Honitsu on, so I want to try and keep... This is a big hand. I wouldn't be pushing unless this was. The White Dragon's my problematic discard at this stage. So we'll get rid of that now. Okay, so it's not going to be Honitsu anymore, but at least I can make something work with this now. I'm one away, and we have more calls going on. I may have to fold on all fronts here. No, I'm going to keep that. I want to save tiles. I don't want any. I don't need it. But if I had called it. Oh, nice. Okay, 9 dot. So I've now drawn the set of dragons. I'm now one away. And if I get that, then it's a three-sided weight, 852. Gonna push here and grab that 4/7 weight. Now a lot of 4s and 7s have already gone onto the board. This is a bit of an aggressive opening hand, actually. I probably wouldn't be playing quite this aggressive if I didn't have 2 Dora. But Red Dragon 2 Dora is definitely worth considering. Oh. I'll have to look into that. I thought this was open Tanya. Unfortunately, I'm going to declare a win there. So Red Dragon, Dora, and Dora. Okay. So, north to start. And yes, I do. Another north, so that's a useless starting position for me as dealer, but still. I think it's fairly established by this point, Debbie, that Mark Fu is definitely me. So this hand can probably go for Chanter, if I'm lucky enough. So I'm actually going to kind of path push it. I can get the west, that would be perfect, though I will need a pair of something. Yeah, I do have a tendency to go for Chanter hands when it really doesn't give you all that much benefit. The open Chanter is about 1,000 points. And an aggressive start from Little Debbie. Okay, what else have I got then? I've got the 7 I can get rid of, potentially. That kills my Sanchku chances, but... Tuso can go away for the moment. Okay, I'm wondering if you have a Yaku at this point. And my Chanter is looking even more impossible as we go on. That being said, I've just drawn one of the pieces I need for it. So let's go for east. Okay, nothing with the Suso.
Riichi.
And we have a reach on the right. And what's worse about it is I don't really have a lot that's massively safe against him. I see a lot of a 2, so that's a reasonable chance of working out. I of course have a 7, which I can also go and is probably safe. Let's leave that alone, because that's giving me 2 more safe discards. Yeah, I'll stick with that. I might have been able to push for Chanter here, which is annoying. But I think we're just going to fold and see what happens at the end of the hand. Okay, I think Debbie's still attacking, but then of course she has 2 calls, so she kind of needs to. Yeah, I really could have made this work with Chanter. Also, the west wind will be safe as well. Now I've got that. But 2 green dragons to toss out, and that will take me to the end of the game. Okay, Tenpai for a 5 or a red dragon, and Tenpai over there for what looks like a double dragon weight. So both of them gain some points, and we move on to East 3. Okay, I'll play a south because the south's been played, and that nicely pairs up what I got there. Next on my agenda are the 2 dragons, because most of my other terminals are connected, and probably the 9. So dragon 1 gets away. Okay, nice. So that's developing the Pinfu side of things. It's just now a case of, do I want to make the 4th turn? Oh, I already got rid of the door on turn 3, so should be okay. And that's nicely paired that up. Or set that up. It's not paired it up, of course. Okay, pair of 6s. Let's get rid of the 1. Let's get rid of the closed weight here. A pair of 9s might still be helpful on its own, so we'll leave that for now. A lot of characters have come out, which means they're quite cheap on the table. Which is nice in a few ways, but I'm not calling them. And there's a second red dragon, which passes. And a 2 dots, which is called. So the 2 has played, it's gotten the 1. I wonder if he had a 1, 3, 4 and is just securing a 10, yeah. Or whether it's connected to something else he's got. Possible, because someone could have called on that 3, so. Might not have been him, of course. There might be somebody with a pair of 3s around out there as well, so. But low dots are worrying against him then. Might want to get rid of a 9s here. Get rid of a 9s and try and switch it to 10, yo. Not immediately, of course, because an 8 would still be helpful. That would advance the Pinfu agenda quite nicely, but yeah, there we go. So getting another pair might be an issue. I've got a double pair weight if the 8 or 5 comes up at this stage. White dragon called across. It's late, but oh, another door. This is a bit more risky this time. Getting rid of a 6 as a prep move here. Nine dot's not brilliantly safe, but it passed. We're already in the 3rd line, so I don't really want to attack too much here. But if I can get to Tempai, I want to do it. So that's 8, 8. I was trying to look at how safe this was. I see 3 of them, so I'm actually inclined to play it now. 3 of the 8s, I mean. Though I do see 3 of the 9s as well. So, right, so 2 terminal sets there. I'm wondering if he's dot Honitsu as well. I'll definitely save Sal against him for next round, though. And if either of these 2 come up, I can always call and just get to Tempai. Just try and preserve my lead a little bit. Five safe against him as well, so I'm happy to play that. A little risky on both sides, but not as risky as a lot of things. Okay. Okay, no 10. He was Honitsu, as expected, and Yeah, East 5. The 5, of course, would not have been Tempai. You need the East there because you didn't play Reach, but still. It's advanced. We have a nice looking hand here for possibly Junsha and Sanchiku. And it's a hand I can call with, so it's possibly even what I'm going to do. We'll see though. The 1-2-3 Sanchiku is probably our priority though. Yeah, if I'd have kept that, I'd have definitely had it. Oh well. Okay. Maybe it's just going to be a Sanchiku then. I'm hoping for something here. Okay, wrong 2. Northwind can go away. The game is still very close though, actually. It's not really gotten away from anybody. Okay, we'll get rid of the 4 dot here. I really want Debbie to play some tiles that would be useful to me. It'd be really nice of her to do it. Hint, hint. Oh. Well, we'll see what we can do. Nice. Okay. So do we bank on the... Of course, if I get a 4, I can still do it that way around, so that's fine. A 2 or a 4 here would be fine, and I'd go... Well, actually, no. Get rid of that 2. I still need the 3, which I would call if it came to it, and then I'd probably decide to go all in at that point. Be much more helpful if I could draw one of those 2 tiles, though. 7, no. Yeah, the 4 would guarantee the Sanchiku. I'd need to get that free, but it wouldn't be a very good weight. Sanchiku 1 Dora, though. With Reach, probable Mungan. And 1 free Bamboo played. Because if I draw that, I'm probably going to have to go Riichi Peiko. Oh, I probably wouldn't reach it, actually. See, whichever way I do this, I'm only going to have one weight. I'm not going to be able to do a lot of clever stuff with this. I mean, if I was able to get rid of the 8s and I knew I'd get another 1, then maybe, but... 2 character draw. 4 character draw. Or the free Bamboo draw. I need one of those 3. When we're now entering the 3rd row.
Home.
Okay, South Gold. So she has a Yaku sorted out. Gonna go that. Suti Trap 2. For Sanchiku, Ipeiko, 1 Dora.
Riichi.
Okay, very aggressive. Do I want to go for the late reach?
Riichi.
Yeah, I'll go for the late reach. Why not? Let's see if we can get people to fold. Close. See my facial expression, that would probably be it. Oh, we have a winner. Yeah, she had all my weights. Yeah. Yeah, if I'd gone the other way around and have gone straight for the 4, I'd have managed that. Well, 2,000 point win. And we move into South Round. Congrats! I can't over the admin mid-game, really, so... Well, I could, but I don't have a lot of time to do it. I need to concentrate on what's going on. I will do, for the next game, just make sure of things. So, yeah, really even game at the moment. In actual fact, Little Debbie is in the lead. Thanks to multiple tempos and just getting there, but there haven't been any real big hands. There have been a few that I've threatened, but none that have paid off. Okay. So that'd be a close 7-7 weight if I would that. Ideally, I would like to turn this into a 7-8-9 sandwich queue just for convenience sake, but... Right, dragon. Bit of a pause on this one. I think this deserves celebratory mini egg. Oh, there we go. Right.
Riichi.
Yeah, that's interesting. And what's interesting is I'm about to probably deal in with that. No. That was a big gamble, but I decided to go with it. Don't particularly want to fold this. I'm going to fold it, I'm going to do.
Sumo.
Oh, and we have a bit of a rampage going on here. Riichi Sumo, Pinfu, and Wandora. With Uridor as well. That is the big hand of the game. Dealer Mungan. So Little Debbie is now 17,000 points ahead of me. I have taught somebody to play Mahjong correctly. That's all I can say about this. But luck is with you. Can she push on? All it would take is a direct Mungan back, and I'm back in this game. And well, the hand doesn't look particularly as if it's got it right now. A couple of draws of sevens would be awesome. Okay, that's nice. So I'm not getting towards a Mungan hand, but I should be able to at least push her off of the dealer position if I can do this right. $4. Wrong way round, but we'll take it. So draw the 4, get rid of the closed weight here. No, get rid of a 9 dot, sorry.
Chi.
Still being a bit aggressive, aren't we? We'll have to punish Dad in a bit. Fortunately now, I just got rid of a pair, and that would have been 5, and that would have been not quite... Well, actually it would if I get the East as well. So we're giving up a possible Chi Toitsu Tenpai by this point.
Chi.
Going for the open Tanya by the look of it, so we might have explanation on that soon. If I can draw the 4, I'm going to reach with this. And just put some pressure back on her, I think.
Riichi.
Okay, reach from across the table. And I don't have a lot that works, but we'll go with that. Okay, that helps. That does not help.
Sumo.
Self-drawn win, and that is a Honitsu. Ow. Right, Hanneman. And we have a game on here. I'm going to be struggling to get back into second at this rate. Okay, so I'm dealer. I am about 14,000 points behind. Let's not waste our thinking time here because we need some attack ones. Hey, lucky Hanneman is still a good Hanneman.
Chi.
And Debbie's straight off on the attack again. I think I do need to go over the not calling for everything just because you can thing again. But we'll see. It's working for us so far. Okay, so we got that pair sorted out. I got a couple of close weights. If I can fill those up, that'll get me some of the way there. I need to get a quick win, really, if I can. Which may involve testing the waters on that open Tanyo, because this is where I would like to call to try and do it, just to force the quick resolution. But if it's not actually in the rules at this point, which would be my own fault.
Chi.
Other than that, we have to wait for the 6, 7, 8 Sanshku. Which, as it happens, has come up now. So I now can test it. If a 6 Mambu comes up, then yes. If not, I'm going to have to wait for a 6 and a 7 and be... we have to hope I draw an 8 and can do it that way round, because otherwise it's going to be for a 10.
地
Either way, I'm in Tempai, so we'll see. This one can go away.
Riichi.
Okay, and there's another reach. I know that's safe, so that's fine. Because this is the problem with all those early calls. It's now limiting your options somewhat. And my options are certainly limited. There's a 6 that might have been my winner. Could call, get back to Senpai on the 8. Three-sided weights. I don't need to attack this yet. And it's only because I don't need to attack this and I'm not doing it.
Sumo.
Yeah. If I'd have attacked, I'd have thrown off a sumo at least. Oh, was that for a 10? Who are you being... Oh, I can't see it at the moment. Oh, darn it. Well, still, it paid off for you, so... You know, you're back in the lead. My dealer turns up, and we're in South 3, so you're looking good for the win at this point. So I need a big hand to get myself into this game now. So how can I get a big hand from here? Not easily, I think is the answer to that. A couple of Wests, which unfortunately is a guest win, not a live win. So I might have to discard those in the moment in the name of getting points. I'm going to draw a triplet, of course. Yeah, this is a really cheap hand. Not something I should be attacking with. If I can get a 4th, I might go Khan and just see what happens. But I'd have to self-draw it, of course. Okay, that's nice. So 1 away from Tempai. I can, of course, use the West for a pair, so that's a Pinfu hand. Pinfu, Ipeiko, Reach. Yeah. The card is definitely tempting, but if I can get the Ipeiko here, or I can wait and improve the hand, then it's worth my while. Yeah, because if I draw the 2 or the 6, then I turn it into a Pinfu. If I draw the 4, that's unfortunate. I'll have to take the Sumo, but... Yeah, see, that would have been it. No. Yeah, the West already played. There was no way I could calm the West wins anyway, so there was no point in holding on to them. For that benefit, anyway. Interesting. But not an Ipeiko. As I say, I will upgrade this to Ipeiko, and I might even just accept it from there. But go for the Ipeiko reach, but... That's potentially a little better, but I've already discarded the 1 and the 3, so that would just... That's opening up myself to being for a 10 in a little bit. A 2, a 6. A pair of 5s would also be bad, because that would have, of course, put me for a 10 for the West Wind I've just discarded a while back. So 2, 6. Again, I would take the hand if it was available, but I need a big hand. I need a reasonable hand to come back with this. Okay, so a probable chanter going on over there.
Riichi.
And again, I reached. I decided to reach because I need the points at this stage, so I can't afford to wait on it. Of course, I draw the 8 or the 5 at any point. That's just a slight annoyance, but I think the reach here is correct. The only downside is she's with Little Debbie threatening a chanter hand. The 1's unlikely to come off. The 4 might, though. And I'm kind of hopeful for Dura. Failing that, I just hope that Rise gets into Tempai and just delays the end of the game slightly so I can get myself something. But that'll do to start with. So reach Pinfu Sumo, which is not worth a lot. I was hoping for Uradura. But now 16,000. This is not a hand to get a Mungan, which is what I need. I don't necessarily need to overtake. I need to drop them both below 30,000 and bring it into a West round. And already she's got 3 Dora to start with. Okay, that is a power start, unfortunately. So, yeah. Anything that a first turn automatically gives somebody in a threatening position 3 Dora, yeah, that's a worry. Immediately pretty much makes a hand at Mungan, regardless of what else she has, as long as she does have something. And I have one of each of the single dragons to get rid of. And also, invariably, she wants one of those with a south. At least if he's playing properly. If she's bluffing again for something else, well, then she needs other stuff. And right now, I think I'm settling for 3rd place here because I don't think this hand's going to develop enough. And I already know there's not enough Dora. Okay. So Shah, red 5. I'm being hopeful here, trying to see what I can get, but it's just not happening. Okay, so she must have a bonus tile, and it must be the green dragon, or... Yeah, it must be the green dragon. It's the only thing she could have left. And god darn it, I'm going to have to try and give it to her. But I'll wait until the last possible moment and reach with it if I have to.
Go.
There we go, deal in. Pinfu only. Good game. GG. And so a 3rd place finish. Just marking the points off here. Although I can actually track them a little later. So I finished 3rd. Somewhere. So Lobby ended on plus 12. Jesper ended on plus 47. And Rise is last on minus 39. I'm minus 20 for my game. It wasn't all that bad. Actually, it was a really good game for a lot of the early stages of it. It was quite tight. And then that... Nice. And no, you managed a couple of good plays there. You seem to be playing very aggressively, though. In fact, probably a little too aggressively, Debbie. just a reminder, just because you can call doesn't always mean it is good to do that. What I should do now, though, is I should just go quickly onto the admin and just see if I can find... once it translates itself for me. Honestly, you started with Freedora, which is always a worry for anybody at this point. So, Supercut Darkens... Crossy... For some reason, I believe that is actually it. It's only the only other option I have. Southeast Warfare, that Red 5. What time there? Extended rules. There we go. Round up limit hand, flow limit hand. Field style, sudden death. Yeah, it's something that I had to give little Debbie a little notion of. But, oh, I can change the starting points as well, actually. And deposit and things like that. However, I think I'm going to leave that all as is for the moment. I think I've changed it to turn it on, but... Is that my password? I don't know if we'll see in a moment. Was that the password actually selected for this? Yes, it was. Okay. So in theory now that's updated, and hopefully now Open Tanyo is a thing. I was trying to experiment with that towards the end of the game, but I don't know whether that actually happens. Right, I think I'll go one more, and then I'll end the stream there. So if you'd all like to rejoin, we'll play a second one. And then I'll go onto the Patreon and actually add up the total plus and minus scores for all the players involved. I hadn't realised you got an AFK, actually, but... No worries, sir. I suppose I could go and analyse that, actually. Or at least try and work out how to analyse frames. Is this back from... I know there's a way to do it. I'm going to have to read up on how to analyse games in this. Alright, then ignore that. I'm going to have to set up this to free player game. I know, but I do explain things as you're going. It's just for later. Right, so this is now set up to be a free player game, we hope. Nah, he's not around for today, so let's just set this to free players. No, it's just free player thing there. There we go. So it's now changed to a free player game. Sure, though I did wonder about whether you actually had a Yaku at some points. And now we're back to free player Mahjong for at least one game, which, yeah, should be entertaining. Well, it's fine. I mean, I know there is a way to do analysis on this. I just don't know how to quite do it from there. So that's something I'll do in the future. At least I have one reasonable game that I can actually do proper analysis on, I feel. In any case, if you're all ready, press the ready button and we'll go and get into a free player game to end. Okay, so free play game. Just remember there's no sequence calling. Yeah, and we'll see about the rest. So there's only 1s and 9s in the character suit, and pretty much everything else is going to be 2-suit hands. This usually involves some crazy level of calling, but I did quite well the last time we did this. I wonder if that was a timeout discard there, but... Oh, here we go. Call him a North... Call him a White Dragon. I don't like the weight I'm getting to at the moment. Okay, so that gives me the option there, and at least puts me into a two-sided weight if I can get either of these two. Gives me a two-sided weight even if I have to leave it for the moment. Something I can work with. That, of course, I can work with as well. Itsu. Okay, if I draw the 8 of a 9, I can go Itsu. If I draw the 4, I can have a three-sided weight on a 1, 4, 7. And if I draw the White Dragon, nothing much happens. Okay, so it's a Honitsu on the right by the look of it. Do I want to reach against 3 calls? Oh, that's interesting. And north. Ah, he's been stockpiling.
Eat.
Fine then, let's go for it. You want a Khan? I'm gonna reach. Unfortunately, it's a for 10 reach, as I've just realised now, but, you know. It's also a for 10 reach with most of the outs already gone. 555. Yeah, it's very nearly a hell weight. In fact, it is a hell weight. I'm waiting on the last 5 on a for 10 weight. Well done. Well done me there. And there it goes. Oh, that was abysmal. Abysmal, but there is the Buyman to start us off. Just abysmal. Okay, and there's an immediate fast start by my Debbie on the right. Yeah, no, that was just the worst. The worst. Okay, I'm going to play a couple of those and get rid of that. So I'm already showing 2-door. I probably could have waited, but I felt that, you know, I don't want to quite do the trap just yet here. I need to make some points back anyway.
Eat.
Go with that. So, he's just played one of my safe tiles, so the temptation is that's going to be safe again. I only have 3 outs, of course, and I've just put the Suzy trap in place. And thank you for the win. So that's a Mungan return. Still puts me a bit behind, but I'll take it at the start. It needs to be done. Direct hit Mungan to be within another direct hit Mungan range. So, that's the plan. 9's of Adoras, so I might hold on to this just a couple of turns and see what I can do with it. Meanwhile, this is quite fast. I thought it was. It made up for my complete blunder at the last hand, at least somewhat. Would have preferred a direct hit, of course, but... Okay. So holding on to that? No, I got the 3 and the 4, so I can get rid of that for now.
Home.
Okay, Dragon Call. Let's get rid of a door as well here. We know it's safe against him, and I was hoping to hold on to it and try and boost the value of the hand a little bit, but that apparently is the better way to go. Let's jump that as well. Leave the 2 free and the set. That puts us 1 away from Tenpai. Prefer to draw a 7. We'll see. Not worth it. Certainly tempting the card, but we're only in East 3. We got some time to play with this yet. Okay.
Riichi.
Reach only. A little bit of a risky tile immediately there, but still. There are at least 7 winning tiles now at this time. Have you ever watched? Watched what, sir?
Home.
Nope, aggressive call. And on the 6s. I imagine you're in a Honitsu then. Nope, I like Kage. I've watched both the anime, still up to date with the manga, which Sonic Crazy is currently adapting. And I also watched the live action stuff as well, which was a little weird. I'm glad it was done, but still, a little weird. Okay, so I'm still on this 2-5 weight and nothing really is coming off from this.
Sumo.
Okay, we got the self-drawn win as well. So, Sumo, Reach Sumo, no Uradura, very cheap, but it means I'm dealer again. Tetsuya's better for that. At least better cheating anyway. More justification behind it. It's more sort of them eking out a living rather than necessarily too much about Mahjong. It's just the tools that are used. But in that series, I suppose it's a bit more set up, and that is what it is about. And certainly Washizu Mahjong is interesting enough. I own a set of Washizu Mahjong, which I was going to show in the Mahjong tutorials at least, when I was sort of explaining things, but yeah, it reminds me I've got to actually do some test shots for that at some point. Okay, what I really need is a direct hit here, if I can manage it. So let's go 4-7. We're going to take a direct hit from across the table here. The hope being that I might be able to crawl this up into a no, maybe I won't be able to actually. And besides, it wouldn't be a chanter anyway. I've got a pair of 2s coming up, so Which just has to be the 4-7.
相撲
Now sumo it is. 700 each, but I am dealer, so these are going to add up. Right, we're in the south round, so I can afford to take that pair of souths. Let's actually go straight in for the Honitsu. God damn these people when they're north winds. And god damn me and my inability to get anything useful out of these. If I can pair some of these up, it'd be awesome, but... yeah, I'm going to gamble a little on this.
本
Yeah, alright, gamble failed. Let's not do that again. I've still got so many terminals to get rid of. I could have really gone for Kokushi here. In fact, yeah, based on those 4 discards, I could have got a Kokushi out of this. God damn it. We've been Kokushi Tenpai for the 1 anyway, and the 1's just been played, so I would have been Tenpai for that, and that would have been game. Right, West Wind can go. Okay, White Dragon's safe. There's another North, which means there's no point in me doing a lot with mine other than using it. There's the 8.
本
Begin the callage. Oh, actually, forget that. Begin the defensage. And what's worse is I think she's after a Honitsu here for dot. She hasn't discarded anything significant other than that 1 dot, actually. It's a very essentially open hand here. I'm going to play it safe for the moment. I need to see a couple of dragons go away here. Ah, darn it. 39, I lose my dealer turn, and he pulls away from me again. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing with free play Mahjong. The hands are so interconnected. It is very difficult to play defense properly. Which is why these almost have to be get rid of early. There's no point. Single ones are just lethal. Okay. 1 north. 2 norths. You can get a direct hit off of Jasper over there. That'd be quite happy. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. Might have been the wrong move there. I should probably got rid of a 6, but... well, let's just see how things go. That was definitely the wrong move.
本
But I'm now looking towards seeing if I can get this to Chinitsu territory. Failing that, there's other things this hand could be.
Home.
Okay. Look at that. So I've got the 7, 8, 9 out of that. Okay, that's developed nicely. Leaves me the pair of 4s. I'd like to actually pair up another one of these, so I'll triplet them up. Get rid of that. And possibly go for the Riichi Sananko. Or at this point, just a Sananko.
Dong.
Oh, I just got into Debbie. That's rather not good right now, and that's going to put me into last. It was semi-live because of the door indicator there, but now I've got a long way to make up. Get rid of that now.
Home.
There we go. Dragon is called.
Home.
And South is called. So I've given the guy 2 calls here. That's really not helping my cause. And he's got Norths as well. Do I dump the door in now, or do I try and hold off on it? I'm going to try and hold off on it.
Sumo.
Self-drawn. Okay, so I basically gave him that one. Yeah, no worries, Rise. Catch you another time. So I believe the last hand now, and I think it's now getting to Yakuman territory to beat this. So a meteoric lead at the moment. I'm not going to use my Norths yet. I want to hold off and just see what happens with them. For 38,000, I would need a... Direct buyman would be non-dealer, so it's not enough there, really. Alright, now you can go away. What I really need to do in the next 3 turns is draw all of the ones. That'll do for 1. I can get a couple more of those, awesome. Triplet of the ones. 4 Dora showing. Reach makes Mungan. Got one off as well, so that'll be another one there. Which is Hanneman, which gives me 1,200. That's a trade of 24. Okay, we have the Khan available. Let's just see what else we got. That's a bit depressing. Because that now means I've got the set there, so it's... I suppose I could swap this into a Honitsu, I suppose. May have to, actually. Honitsu's probably the best way I can make a way back into this.
Home.
Okay, I'm there, but I'm going to hold off. This is Tenpai. It's also Pinfu. No, it isn't. Of course it's not Pinfu. I've just drawn another 1, though, which would have been a pair, and that would have got me into good stead there. But here we go. This is what I want to do. I want to move this into a Honitsu. If possible.
Kang.
That's helpful. This is not helpful for me right this moment. Can this go even better? I don't think it can.
Each.
That's my option. Play Sozu. A 9 would be perfect. It'll get me Itsu as well. But it's for a 10. And yes, I just realised that my big, impressive hand here is actually for a 10, so I would need to self-draw that 9. Which probably wouldn't get me enough points. In fact, it definitely wouldn't. It's for a 10 when you need a lot to overhaul things. I mean, there's plenty of Urida available. Yeah, free play Tenpai. Endgame. GG, sir. GG. But yeah, I did a multi-sided for a 10 weight, which is never a good thing to do. Especially as a third turn discard there. Still, well played. I finished third in both games. Unfortunately, it's far more depressing to be third in that particular one. And I'll add that points onto the overall chart, which I believe is going to put... I believe that's going to put you into the lead, sir. It happens. You'll get used to that. I mean, everybody does it the first few games of playing Tenho. It's just something that happens. But hey, you're familiar with the game now. You're familiar with the speed, and you seem to cope with that reasonably well. So, no, overall, you didn't seem to be playing too badly. Oh, I had to kind of go for the Chinitsu there, but unfortunately, it went on too long. I couldn't get rid of the 2 Easts. I had to open a multi-sided Tonitsu Itsu to try and overhaul you, but even that was optimistic and relying on lots of Iridura. Full flush. So, all in one suit. Still, I'm going to call that a stream, guys. Thanks for joining me. Next week, we'll probably do some more of this. I will probably do the same thing. I'll do a warm-up game to get my Dan ranking back, we hope. And then I'll play some games against the Patreon stream and whatever else. No, you had a good stream, actually. 2 wins, was that? You won the first one as well, didn't you? Yeah, no worries. I'll catch people up another time. Until then.